Ciao Giuventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe. Welcome back for the second video of today because we are speaking about the tactics about Fiorentina Juve. Painful game, the first leg. Do you remember, Mo?
I had to watch the full game again.
Mamma mia, how did you do that? That's a drama. 3-0 loss. That was a big pain in the ass. To be honest, I forgot something more today. Here. You have to be there because you are the leader of today. So for the people that are joining for the first time to the channel, because I see that the subscribers are growing on the channel, means that the Juve community that speaks and understands English is all growing as well. What are we doing? We go through a part of history about the game, and then we go through the expected lineups. Pay attention, we are playing tomorrow. Everything can happen. We know already that Chiesa will not be able to play. Demiral will not play neither. And then we go to the tactics. What are the strong points that we have to pay attention to about Fiorentina? And what are the strong points of Juventus? How we can beat Fiorentina? And for all the details, I have to thank again my great friend Mo. Thank you for preparing all this. Thank you, Mo.
My pleasure. It's a lot of fun.
Let me put some light, because where are you today? Today you look like in a 5-star hotel.
I'm in Tequisquiapan. It's a small city in Mexico.
Wow, you're traveling. Look, we have the tactics from Canada. Now we have the tactics from Mexico. Amazing. I'm amazed.
Exactly.
So you guide us through?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
So we have the first image. I was asking myself because we didn't prepare, and so I will discover in the same time as all the people that are watching the channel. No, it's not that. It's not that one. Wait, let me put here. Here we go. That's the first image. I have no idea what it is.
So this is in 1982. So a lot of people think the rivalry between Fiorentina and Juve is because of Baggio and all that. It's actually not. It started in 1982. Both Juve and Fiorentina, they were sharing first place, and they only had one game left. Juve, they won 1-0. It was against Catanzaro. And they say it was a penalty that was given to Juventus. And for Fiorentina, they scored the goal, but it was disallowed because of offside. So now, after that game, Fiorentina hates Juventus. They say better to be second than robbers, So, and this is, I took that from their newspaper, by the way.
Okay.
So that came out the second day after the game. And here in the background, what you see was the offside being called.
So now you're explaining to all the people that are watching that the rivalry Fiorentina-Juve, it's absolutely not about Baggio that started. Baggio was on top of it, but it started really 1 year after I was born, because I'm born in 81. So 1 year after, we started with a Scudetto race that at the end Juventus won, isn't it?
Yeah, and that was our second star, by the way, our 20th Scudetto.
And they have how many stars? 0. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, and are we also fighting for the first and second place this year with Fiorentina? I don't think so.
No. So Fiorentina is in bad shape. If you can see, okay, they're 3 points behind Udinese that are 12th. They're in 13th, but you have Genoa, same number of points. Spezia, same number of points. Torino just below, and Benevento. I didn't have space, but Benevento also has 31, and that's just on top of the relegation zone. So it's very tight. It's they're not safe at all, and you can see they're not winning all the time. They're winning, losing, drawing, losing, winning. So they're not very consistent.
Juventus is doing a bit better.
A bit better. We still have those losses in between that is stopping us, but it's very dangerous for us too, because you can see Napoli is like 2 points below, and this is the Champions League. We cannot miss that. We have Milan 1 point above, and Atalanta same number of points. So it's extremely tight. We have to win. So our game will be on Sunday. That's UK time there, what you can see there. Roma will play also. Roma is not far, so we have to watch out. Atalanta will play against Bologna. And then on Monday, we have the big teams there. We have Napoli, Torino, and AC Milan, Lazio. There's Inter Milan, Verona, but like Inter Milan, they're 3 wins away from the Scudetto.
I'm watching meanwhile the result because Genoa won 2-0 versus Spezia, and Parma Crotone, they are at the 85th minute as we speak. Because today we are actually recording in the middle of the day. That's really strange, by the way. So Parma is losing at the moment 3-4 with a crazy game.
Wow.
It's goals from one side to the other. It's a crazy game for all the people that are saying that Serie A is not attractive. Just wanted to point that out. 3-4. And then we have the expected lineups. If I'm not wrong, Pirlo said that Rabiot will start because he's in a big form. And then you created the rest of the team.
So when I look at Gazzetta dello Sport, Sky, all that, they did not put that. They put Danilo and Quadrado instead of McKennie. And then they put Ramsey. So I also heard that Danilo is not 100%. So I'm putting as if Danilo is not there. That means Quadrado will go back. McKennie will be in front. And then we cannot put Ramsey because, we cannot only have midfielders. So we need a wing. And I put Bernardeschi this time. And Quadrado will be really, really important. Again, he's the assist man. We're going to need him tomorrow.
You put 3 ex-Fiorentina players with Chiellini. For people that doesn't know, Chiellini played at Fiorentina when he still had some hair. Quadrado played at Fiorentina, and Bernardeschi as well, right?
That's right. Chiesa is injured, so we cannot have him. 4-4-2, this is typical. I didn't put Bonucci. I put De Ligt this time. And Buffon is in goal, keeper. So.
Okay. How is Fiorentina playing according to you?
Fiorentina 3-5-2. That's their typical formation. They have some absentees in midfield. So that's Borja Valero, for example, and Bonaventura. But you're going to see almost the same formation as before. The only new person I see is Martinez Cuarta and Pulgar there. So these guys are new. But Cáceres and Biraghi will be on the sides. These will be very, very dangerous. No surprise, they're going to stay a lot in defense and counter.
We see as well Castrovilli, that I don't know what the papers are writing, but they are saying that McKennie going to Fiorentina and then Castrovilli to Juve. I will not speak too much about that. So Fiorentina, they were really dangerous versus Juve because they beat us really. That was a big surprise, and especially the way, because it was a 3-0. But where are they really strong at, even if it's a team that is actually fighting for relegation?
Yeah, so the first goal against Juve, 3rd minute. Juve was holding the ball as usual, mispassed right away. They took the ball, passed it to Ribéry. So Milenkovic knew exactly what to do. He passed it to Ribéry. And Ribéry, if you see the next slide, he passed it right away to Vlahovic. And again, this is, if you remember the Atalanta game, I put exactly the same thing, that straight line, and how they broke our defense. It's exactly the same thing. Here you can see Bonucci and De Ligt, they're not on the same line. That gave Vlahovic the advantage. If Bonucci was a bit closer, a bit up, then Vlahovic would have been offside. He's onside. He started running. De Ligt and Bonucci tried to keep up, but it was too late.
Do you think it's more a strong point of Fiorentina, or is it more a weakness of Juve?
It's both. It's both, because Fiorentina, they focus a lot on that. They put pressure and counter, but you're going to see them. It's mainly 5-3-2. They're going to take the ball and boom, 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 go fast and try to score. And that's why both Vlahovic and Ribéry will be key for Fiorentina.
The second one?
Second one, so this, again, here you can see that our defense was not really well set up. And same thing, they took the ball from us, 2 passes. So here, Cáceres passed it to Vlahovic. Vlahovic, he's alone between defense and midfield. There was no one on him. There's only Bentancur here. I'm wondering where's the other midfielder. And then Ribéry, you have Bonucci and De Ligt watching him. But Vlahovic, he does some nice dribbles and passes it back to Cáceres. There is no one in front of Cáceres.
When
Huge
we see
disaster.
Ronaldo there,
Ronaldo's back.
it's a problem. At the 25th minute, Ronaldo should not be there. So it
That's
means
right.
that the team was really suffering. And I see here immediately that we have already a red card. Who was it? Was it Cuadrado?
It was Cuadrado, yes.
It was Cuadrado. Huh?
Yes, Cuadrado. So you have Cáceres there passing the ball to the other side because Danilo left a lot of space to watch for. Well, you have Vlahovic there, so you have to watch out. And Castrovilli all by himself. And he shot, but luckily Tech saved it.
Luckily, way of saying things. I don't know why Thierry Henry popped up on the screen, but it's fine. It's fine like that. It's a pop up.
Maybe Vlahovic is the next Henry. I don't know.
maybe. So let's hope if he comes to Juve, Vlahovic, maybe he can stay a bit longer than Thierry Henry.
So a third one, and that was against Atalanta. They focus a lot on passing from the side, and they favor a lot the left side. So we already saw like a pass from Cáceres on the right side, but when they're holding the ball, they prefer going with Biraghi there. And Biraghi sends a really, really nice ball to Kwame. Kwame doesn't shoot. He puts it back to Vlahovic, who's all by himself. And he scores. And I've seen a lot like that. So Ribéry, you can find him instead of Vlahovic there inside the box, waiting, and Vlahovic passing him the ball, or Kwame to Vlahovic, or Vlahovic to Kwame. So we have to watch out because they're smart. They play nice together.
You are not giving me a lot of nice news, Mo. I knew because the game was a disaster. I don't know, Mo, how. Because now they changed coach. Do we see the
Yes.
same things? I think that especially the game versus Fiorentina was a real problem of you. You were playing really, really bad. So and you see how unorganized we were. And but what makes me a bit scared is that you are always really good in taking where we are in difficulty. And most of the time, I see that penetration in the middle because we leave so many space. So when it starts to be repetitive, it's annoying.
Yes. Absolutely.
Do you have good news for us, or still not?
Yeah, for sure. Well, not yet, but it was a good chance. So here, one way to break their defense, because you see, like they have 5 players in there,
Yeah.
is through long balls. Danilo was really good at that, and he spotted Ronaldo, and Ronaldo was able to take it. See, he broke that defense and he shot, he scored. Unfortunately, it was offside.
Mm.
So we need to do exactly that, but being on site. And I'm gonna show another example later. So one way to also break their defense, they're weak in defending from set points. Here you can see it was Atalanta. By the way, it was a beautiful game. I think it was for 3-2. 3-2. It was a really, really nice game. You can see here Atalanta had a corner, and Zapata there was all by himself. And well, he had Bonaventura, but Bonaventura is not really good at defending. So he scored a really nice header. And if you remember against Parma, we scored a header too. So this is one key we need to focus on. We
Okay.
were missing a lot of goals from corners, from set pieces this year. We need to score much more.
Can Quadrado be again a decisive man?
Yes, that's why I highlighted him.
Now I
He's gonna be
understand.
decisive in both in going forward and in defense. Or if it's not Cuadrado, it's Danilo.
Did you
Now
have another
this is
weakness?
yes, this is the last weakness. Again, long balls. This time it was Milan and Ibrahimovic was able to break that line. Why? Because you have Martinez there putting Ibrahimovic on side. So we have to be smart and find those weaknesses there. If we see that one of their defenders they're not in line, we can go just a little bit in front and break it and score. Man to watch, Vlahovic. I mean, the guy has been on fire, 16 goals. I think he's just 20 years old, and no, he's been amazing for Fiorentina.
No, no, it's a big revelation. We were all waiting for Castrovilli. That is a bit inconsistent.
Mhm.
Started amazingly well Serie A, and then he disappeared. Then he comes back. While Vlahovic is a big, big, big revelation of
Yeah,
Serie A. I think that an unknown man, he's doing super well. So if I understand well, because I went a bit too fast revealing them the men to watch. But if I understand well, let's pay attention to stay really and play on that line because paying attention to the offside for sure. So
yeah,
you have put Morata instead of Dybala because we know that Morata is really good in playing in those lines. Unfortunately, this year because we know that everything that had to go bad was
yeah,
bad here. But Morata is one that was a lot of side. So who do you have picked Morata? Wasn't
yeah.
it better to play with a Dybala, for example, or you say that Morata can be a key in that match?
Morata for those long balls. He just has to watch out for that VAR because VAR right now detects like if his like pinky is like just in front of the Fiorentina defender, then that's it. It's disallowed. If he stays just a step behind and then right away when he hears the ball he runs, that's it. That's what we need. It's that
You have put
coordination.
a really beautiful picture of Pavel Nedved in that game.
Yeah, and there is a reason why we had two penalties there that were not counted, and two obvious ones. One on Chiesa and one on Bernardeschi. Pavel Nedved, when he saw the Bernardeschi one, he said, "I'm out. I'm done. I'm done." So the reason why I put this is right now you're gonna see the media, probably some refs, probably like fans and stuff like that going against Juventus. We have to be patient. We're gonna suffer some injustice for sure, uh, but we're stronger than that. We're bigger than that. We can win no matter what.
So stick together and support Juve. Is that the message?
Absolutely.
So give us good news, Moa. What about the predictions?
2-0 Juve.
Ah, beautiful. Who scores?
You're gonna have, I would say, De Ligt again from a corner and Cristiano Ronaldo.
I'm curious. I'm curious. I have something in mind, but I will not say it. Otherwise, I will jinx it. Mo, thank you for your time. I know that you will travel now for 2 or 3 hours.
That's right.
Enjoy the trip in Mexico. Pay attention for the kids that everyone is good and healthy. That's the most important. Thank you for your dedication in doing that. Between two travel from one city in Mexico to the other one, you are great. And we finish with the tradition. Mo, you close the channel after people. Don't forget maximum of like, subscribe for the work of here for this guy. Thank you, Mo.
Thank you. Thank you. So thank you, everyone. I hope you liked this one. We need a win tomorrow, no matter what. It's final again, and we always stick behind Juventus. Juventus is our soul, It's our life. It's the beautiful story that we're living. So fino alla fine, guys.